Hey guys, Michael here, part-time gamer, full-time dad, and in this series I'm going to give you my personal game reviews in no more than 4 minutes. Short and sweet. Side note, this video will certainly contain spoilers and all opinions contained within are my own. I hope you enjoy. Today's game is going to be Far Cry Primal. With that out of the way, we'll start at the end. If you can get this game on sale, maybe 25-30% or more off, buy it. My rationale is always time invested versus the cost of a movie ticket. This game is currently $50 Canadian on Steam. It costs me $15 to go to a movie, and your average movie is 2 hours. Therefore, you're paying $7.50 an hour to be entertained. Far Cry Primal, under this rationale, needs to give you between 6 and 7 hours of entertainment. By my logic, I'd say it's definitely worth it, as it truly delivers. A tiny bit about the game before we move on though. This game is open world and is set in the Stone Age, where you start off as an unarmed hunter named Takar, who slowly rises through the ranks to become the great hunter and leader of a small tribe. It's an open world action adventure game that I've personally invested many hours in and intend on putting many more. And now we'll go over a few of my favorite bits and a few of the areas I feel could use some improvement if they were to ever make a sequel. One of my absolute favorite parts of this game is the tameable animal companions. Some of them require that you work your way along the storyline to unlock them, but this really didn't bother me since it all fit together so nice. I like that they give you the ability to tame more than a dozen different creatures, from a saber-toothed tiger to a bear to a badger. Yes, a badger. Each pet offers different strengths and weaknesses which you can utilize to alter your playstyle. That leads me into another aspect of the game that I really enjoyed, and that's the story. The way they keep you engaged by adding new characters along the way is done very well, and their blend of serious tone and humor in some spots is spot on. The quest lines have you trudging through the huge open scenery, which can often be seen as a bit of a waste of time in other games. Far Cry Primal offsets this with random world events that benefit both your character through experience gain and your village through population gain. There really isn't a lot of wasted time in this game, I find. Push comes to shove, you just use the fast travel system. The boss fights are both challenging and fun at the same time. I recently fought a boss whom I'm sorry I forgot to record. It took me a solid 5 minutes to beat. By the end, I was all out of ammo types, from arrows to B-traps to shards, and I had several of my tameable pets dead. That level of difficulty is something I absolutely love. I hate it when a game hands you something for absolutely nothing. So now I have to mention a couple of things that I think Ubisoft should work on if they're going to make a sequel. First up, the weapon choices are pretty limited. You have 3 main weapons and that's it. A club, a bow, and a spear. These upgrade to better versions as the game goes on, but it still gets a bit repetitive. You do, however, have some secondary weapons that keep things fresh, but the materials required to craft those are in short supply early in the game. I think they should either make the alternate weapons easier to obtain and maintain, or add a couple more main weapons in there. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. Secondly, I think that the animal interactions are, well, off at best. Now, this always seemed to me to be a bit more of a bug than it is an actual gameplay mechanic, but I definitely was frustrated several times by the pets. Occasionally, my pet wouldn't do what I asked, or it would simply get stuck on a tiny little branch. Other times it would die in one hit, and sometimes it just seemingly did 0 damage. And finally, people like myself who are completionists, basically want to find and do every little thing in a game, will most certainly take issue with the rewards for collecting everything in the game. They're definitely lacking a tiny bit of experience. Woo! I spent 30 minutes sometimes trying to find my way to climb up a mountain to pick up a tiny stone, and you need 5 of these stones before you even get your experience. That doesn't sit very well with me. So with that, we've come to the end of my Far Cry Primal mini review. I hope you enjoyed the video and it helped you to make a decision on your purchase one way or another. If the video was helpful, hit the like button, get subscribed for more videos in the future, hit me up on social media, links below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.